Hi, this is Marty, and welcome to the second part of with Skincare Science. Welcome back to the second part to the esthetician who had an inquiry about doing a salicylic acid peel on the first day, and then on the seventh day doing the dermaplaning. So if you didn't watch the other video, please do, but let me explain what's going on here. This is 7-day period of time, start to finish. This represents the days. This is the first day for the salicylic acid peel at 20%, which is time dependent, like glycolic acid and lactic acid, and then a dermaplaning procedure was performed on the 7th day. I would like to now, again, in the other video was what she did, and I would like to go over how I would perform this if I was going to go ahead and perform the salicylic acid peel and then the dermaplaning. Okay, this is what I would do. All right. Okay, first of all, assuming she's acne and and she had a little bit of cystic acne, and I did not get into that because that's a deeper related question. We're going to assume because she performed dermaplaning that the skin was smooth. Okay, that's the dead giveaway. Okay, so acne is probably secondary, and forget that. All right. The salicylic acid peel for the acne client was great. I would not have performed, and we're assuming this is a one-off client, a brand new client, right? Okay. I would not have performed either procedure. And here's why. I can do a better job with a new client, putting them on at-home care and raising the level of acid units used daily, weekly, and monthly as I get to know their skin, as they get to know me, as we work together to solve their skincare issues and reach the goals that we discussed in the initial consultation. That's it. I'm not going to get into the protocols that I would have done. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get into the protocols as it relates to the salicylic acid peel and the dermaplaning and how and what I would do as I complete this entire picture. Okay? All right. I have to tell you, it's a little difficult because of the dermaplaning, because the dermaplaning is a mechanical exfoliator, and it's going to double or more the exfoliation of the epidermis. So honestly, it's a little bit difficult to give a protocol for this treatment, but I definitely will do my best. The salicylic acid peel performed here on day 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 and beyond. The client would be cleansing their skin with facial cleanser sensitive skin, and it would be diluted. And what dilution means is, we know what that means, but with regards to how to use Serene, or how I combine the two, is to wet your face and put water in your hand and dilute the surfactant to a lesser degree because of all that's going on. I'm not sure why the dermaplaning was done. What was the reason for that? As a professional, she had her reason. Right or wrong, that's not what this is about. Okay? So whatever her reason was, it was performed, but I was asked what protocols, what products, and things like that. So I'm going to prescribe the facial cleanser sensitive skin, okay? And after that, I'm going to go with the ceramide lotion. And the reason why is because ceramides are within the stratum corneum, and even though through this procedure the stratum corneum has been, has a lot of action done to it, it's the best product within the Serene line that is built based for the stratum corneum. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to go ahead and write here. So this is going to be cleanse, facial cleanser, sensitive skin. And whenever I talk about the Serene line, SS is always sensitive, and I'll do the little doublies. I've been doing it forever, so we'll just continue that. And then hydration is going to be ceramide lotion. And I'll continue on in a second. I have to assume with the salicylic acid peel and the dermaplaning that on the salicylic acid peel, a biofilm cleanser was used, the acid was laid down 3 to 5 minutes in time. In the last video, I said 3, 3.5, 4. I'm not going to go to 5. Post-peel neutralizer was used. A post-peel balm or a mask or healing facial mask was used. And then whatever her experience and or knowledge has taught her, she's going to continue on with that treatment, securing her sensitive approach to the fact that the client just had a peel. I do not believe that dermaplaning on the 7th day or 7 days later or 6 days later, I do not believe the dermaplaning was discussed on the 1st or 2nd day. I believe that there were other conversations that happened in here and she said, client, come back and do a dermaplane. Therefore, other than what I'm saying, I don't know AM and PM. And I think when I started the video, I actually talked about there's no use of acids and blah, blah, blah. So when I look at this, there's absolutely 0 units of acids being used, 0 on anti-aging, and I'm not treating anything for acne at this point because of all of this that has been done to the stratum corneum. The skin is lost. The client is lost. The professional has a plan based on her education, based on her experience with other clients or this client. So this is the plan, and I don't know what was prescribed. I have no idea. But the communication that happened here, in my opinion, did not really unite the client and the professional together like I would have liked. Side noting that we're cleansing and we have hydration. So we're putting the skin back on solid foundation. When is the next time anything is going to happen as it relates to exfoliation? I am not going to induce, and I'm going to write this, no exfoliation for 1 month. No dermaplaning, no microdermabrasion, no chemical peels, no acid units, no loofah, no scrubbing, no nothing. Second, you go in the sun. Wait for it. I'll cut you. You know, whenever we're texting someone and we make that joke, I'll cut you, and the knife or whatever, I'm making a joke. I'll cut you. If you have a 10 times mirror, if you have an acne breakout, client, if you have an acne blemish, you are going to come see me for no charge. You will not pick your skin or your face for 1 month. What have I done here? Well, the salicylic acid peel and dermaplaning made a very big impact on the stratum corneum. Still have to cleanse the face, still have to keep it clean. Hydration, using the best product within the Serene line. We're saying stay off of exfoliation because we're in a major regeneration cycle and need 1 month, 4 weeks to heal the stratum corneum. I'm not going to discuss what happens on 4 months. I'm not going to do that. You go in the sun. There's no holidays. There's no going to the baseball game. There's no nothing. There is no, I can use an umbrella. The reason why I'm I'm saying all of this is because you don't know the condition of the stratum corneum. I'm assuming there's hyperpigmentation. I'm assuming a lot of things when I say that. But I must have absolute client control. With everything I've stated, I think that I have. And, okay, by the way, and then cleansing, hydration. There is one product that I would prescribe in the PM, and I'll go over this product at a later time, but if you've ever taken my education before, you know exactly why I'm saying this. After the hydration of the ceramide lotion, both AM and PM, healing mask from the Serene line, leave on PM. Let me explain a little bit about the healing mask within the Serene line and why it was developed. Very simply, the healing mask does not dry, and it basically goes into the skin, sits on top of the skin, and if you rub it into the skin, it will basically, through the clay, it will put a barrier and it will stop transepidermal water loss because it's clay and it's on your skin. It will go into the cracks and the crevices. If you want to see what this looks like, I'll do a product knowledge later and I'll show you, but you can go on the website and see the documentation. It's really not that big of a deal. The product is a big deal because of the way that because what's in it, how it's manufactured, the attention to detail. Absolutely, but what it's doing on the skin is not that grandiose. You have a clay, there are cracks and crevices, typography, it's the skin typography is what it's called. It's basically smoothing that out. You can apply healing mask, and what that will do is that will protect and make sure the skin is hydrated. The ceramide lotion will go on underneath that. If you wanted to add other serums and other things in there, you could, but again, I want to create a solid foundation, so we're cleansing AM and PM. Hydration is ceramide lotion, AM and PM. If you wanted to, you could do a serum in the morning and then a little bit of hydration afterward with the ceramide lotion to balance a 50-50 mix because we're dealing with an acne client. So remember, we're dealing with that fear of being oily, and we all know that acne clients do that, and what does that turn into? They go over dry and then their skin over produces. So that's a whole different topic for another discussion, but in the end, before bedtime, you're going to do healing mask and you're going to leave it on. What I recommend that you do with the healing mask is bring the client in, and even before then, just to test what I'm talking about, go ahead and rub your hand, okay, and feel the typography of your skin with your finger here and feel it, and then go ahead and put healing mask and then go ahead and wipe it away and then run your finger across. It'll be smooth as silk, and basically you hydrated the skin, you occluded it, you like Vaseline, put it over it, and you're done. The healing mask will definitely help with reducing transepidermal water loss as it relates to the stratum corneum being affected by the salicylic acid peel and the dermaplaning. And that concludes what I would do. Again, when you talk about the dermaplaning, it's really difficult for me, but at the same time, I feel that this protocol would definitely help the client, and this is a 1 month protocol, a home protocol, and everything I've ever talked about with regards to controlling the client, I will cut you, firing the client. I know it seems kind of overboard, and again, not very easy to do in a professional setting. Find your own way to instill the importance of control. If you can't trust your client, how are you going to be able to really help them? And you shouldn't be treating a client who doesn't trust you. Please look for indicators, questions, comments that tell you that they're on the internet, that they're Google searching, that they're in forums, and more importantly, that they're in professional forums. That's a big deal. I see that all the time, and it's a very big deal. And then make sure that they're following your instructions. And again, when I said that I made the client do a video, I did. I'm sorry, I'll be honest, I got seriously upset. That's not really the word that I would really like to use. I really got upset with this client, and I basically said, if you don't remove that 10 times mirror, I'm going to cut you. Okay. So anyway, all joking aside, I think you know what I'm trying to say right now. Thank you very much for watching. I hope that this gives you a lot of information that you can help with. If there are, I do want to do this. If there are holes in here, you know, when I discuss this here, look at all these arrows I'm drawing. Okay. If these are question marks, you know, ask me a question about what happened in there, and I'll do that. Thank you very much for watching another video, and yes, hope you enjoyed it.